In June this year, a record-breaking 10.78 million students in China took the Gaokao, China's national college entrance exams. The exams are cutthroat. Many families only have one child, so they're banking on their kids to help them create a better life. And there's a lot of pressure. Preparation for the Gaokao begins months, years, and even decades in advance.
We have to take exams almost every day. In the daily exam, we are called 小测, which means quiz. And then we have tests every week. It's called 周测 in Chinese, which means weekly exam. And then we have 月考, which means monthly examination.
But none of these smaller exams count for anything. They're merely practice for the big exam?
Only the Gaokao counts, and the others are nothing.
Li Zijun completed his entrance exams in 2020 and is now studying an accounting degree at the Guangdong University of Foreign Studies.
In China today, your diploma of university has been attached with huge importance. It's often related to your social status and your future salary.
As a result, it's extremely common for parents to send their children to tutoring outside of school hours in order to get ahead.
One parent does it, and the other needs to follow, because if you don't do that, it looks like you will be falling behind.
Until recently, the tutoring industry in China was worth $140 billion. But in July, everything changed and shares in tutoring companies started plummeting. New rules state tutoring companies are no longer allowed to teach core subjects. They can't operate on weekends, public holidays and school holidays. They must now be not-for-profit organisations, plus foreign investment and curriculums are banned. It's all part of the Chinese government's plan to decrease pressure on students, but there's already doubt about whether or not it will be successful in making students happier and healthier.
The situation is still very competitive because the only criterion for admission is still Gaokao. If they don't change the current institution, this ban would have no meaning at all, I do think.
It's very difficult to say what will happen, but it may well be that it's part of a larger set of reorientation policies that the Chinese Communist Party is now encouraging that includes things like overwork.
There's also the question of whether the government will be able to stop loopholes.
The situation of a ban of similar character in Korea in the 1980s, I believe, might be an instructive comparison because that just produced a black market.
Many parents and then now tend to hire one-to-one tutor and invite this tutor come to their home and close the door and to do this tutoring service.
In Australia, my own parents let me attend tutoring from grade 2 onwards. They didn't force me though, I was just a massive nerd who couldn't get enough at school. But it was an easy extracurricular activity for them to accept, since the importance of education is deeply ingrained in Chinese culture. Hey, you got that one wrong. It's 72.
Nowadays, I heard that many people are starting taking tutoring for their toddlers. There is an old saying goes that from toddler to tutors. It's quite funny, quite ridiculous, but it's true.
But once you do get to university, everything's sweet, right? Right?
When I was young, our parents have been telling us that once you get to the university, it will be all right. Nobody will attach more pressure on you. But the fact is, once I was in the university, I feel the pressure from the society directly. I would have to struggle for a better job by improving my GPA, by attending many competitions, or even prepare for the postgraduate entrance examination.